Okay, so with E3 in full swing and Bethesda's conference about an hour away, I'm going to go through the Halo Infinite trailer again, and we're going to look at things and just try and decide what's going on, because I did turn around initially and say, oh, it looks a little bit like Fortnite because of the art style being a little bit cartoony compared to what we used to. But we're going to actually go in and look at this now and see if we can glean anything from it. What's nice is that it's actually in-engine for a start. So you got this giant sprawling open world that's illuminated constantly by the Forerunner facilities all the way over wherever this is. We're showing off the wildlife as well heavily. This is something that we'll show throughout the trailer. The text there, I'm not entirely sure what that is. It sounds like, you know, here's a hog in the background. I don't know whether that's the rhinos that are walking. But we see a UNSC camp. It's insinuated throughout the trailer that we were on a journey with the Marines that have crashed here. You can see the footprints of them going through this forest area. And we've got what sounds like Halo 3 music in the background. Could be wrong. It definitely sounds more classical than the more recent stuff. We've got the UNSC base, and then what this is the inside of a downed Pelican. Throughout Halo, there's always been this trope where you have to down at least one Pelican per game. So this is it. Now here what you'll see is, we see something being illuminated underwater, but this actually looks like some type of sentinel looking underground because of the little claw arm things that you can see here. Sentinels normally have those that can raise up into different positions. Doesn't seem to be the standard sentinel, but we can tell from the looks of that it's just lurking above the surface, trying to look for something in the water. Now we get a new glimpse of the graphics here. It's actually not that cartoony when you look at it for the moment. You get the sea foam rolling in, you get these Marines' shadows being cast on it in real time by the look of it. And then we've got the Marines. Now the Marines look like they're wearing, not exactly the Halo 3 armor, but look like they're wearing sort of the Halo Reach style gear. They've got what looks like battle rifles, and one of them's wounded. Against this huge backdrop, and you've obviously got some iconography with the rings here. Now depending on how open this game is, showing off all the wildlife and everything else, I imagine it's either going to be one of two things at the moment. An open world exploration game, or it's going to be another RTS style game, only because of how much they're showing off, but because of the detailed amount of things in the renderings, I'm thinking it's more an open world exploration game. Now here was where I said it looked a lot like Fortnite's art style. It sounds totally stupid when you think about it. We got like what looks like a hog, the outline of a hog in the background on the helmet. But the armor, even though it's the old art style, and that's a really nice welcome thing now after so many years, the armor looks way too clean here. I'm not sure what the story is behind it, but just this one bit of a shot that we can get looks way too clean. And that's why I was saying it looked a little bit like Fortnite. Someone actually made a good point in one of the comments on the video being posted online, where they said, well, this doesn't look like a guy's leg because of the way that it's structured, the way that it's shaped. It's possible that it might be a woman. What would everybody's thoughts be on that? I actually don't mind it, to be honest. It'd be interesting because they need to do more spin-offs in the series to make these stories last longer. A lot like Star Wars, they have extended canon and everything else. So I can imagine that actually being true, to be honest. This seems like one of those games where you appease the older fans by throwing something at the wall that is very old styled, so that you don't, well, you show that you've not forgot about them, and then you do Halo 6 as well, like the year after or whatever, just to appease the new fans. So they're slowly getting there in terms of catering to everybody. It's just a case of how well this is going to go down. So again, we see this shot of the Halo 4 Hog, I think it is, with the gas cans on the back. Driving through this wilderness, we've got these Forerunner structures that are going off the background, and we've got this classic sounding Halo tune. Just shows how open the world is and how much detail there is. So yeah, it looks like we might be stuck on a ring world, and the idea is that we go and explore and find Forerunner artifacts, look through Forerunner structures and find a way to get off the ring. That's what I imagine it might be. It's going to be interesting seeing if that's correct, but I want to see more about this gameplay wise before I make any more assumptions or anything else. It's something we didn't expect. A lot of people thought it was going to be a Halo 6 announcement, so I don't know whether they're going to do that as a separate announcement, considering Microsoft have already had their turn at E3. They'll probably just leave it now and not announce it for another year or so. It's probably still heavily in development, when considering the backlash from fans. But yeah, it's an interesting one, this. I'll have to see more about it.